The rain is falling. The fans are soaked. But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start with the option. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Block off of play action. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Steeler 1st down.
Block working out of the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Brashad Perriman.
Brashad Perriman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
The kick is
and we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll toss it out to Carson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
By the wide receiver.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. And the Ravens have got it. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. Open man is born. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Locke. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
down.
From the gun on third down, Locke. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
18-yard line.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Locke gonna throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Cam Newton.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, he's got a man, complete. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl.
58-yard attempt.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
The ball carrier.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the
good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now it's Edwards. And he gets it down to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Rolling to his left. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find him. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 5 now. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
58, 8, check 56. Watch twist.
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Newton. He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20.
Is that it?
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Locke, and quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Steelers.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 9.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, Newton. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kenny Clark forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
20.
From the 50, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run with Lindsay. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
The 9-yard line.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Yep. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 58, boys. 58. Go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Leonard Fournette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Yeah, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch. Switch.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
18-yard line.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try to counter with Washington. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Newton. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the
Brandon, I got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Carson, 81 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
Turn it up.
And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
39-yard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Block working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Lobo. General, west.
Locke going to keep this himself. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Eric Reed.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going deep for Diggs, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Newton out wide. That's complete. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He was brought down.
Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4 and 3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1 and 6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.